This is another segment of Rick Davis's Talking Gold. We're going to show you some things about gold that you probably never knew before. Maybe you'd like to, or maybe you wouldn't like to, but stay tuned for some fun and games, and hopefully we'll show you some things you didn't know.
Treat the kids to a terrific Christmas. There has never been a year when gold has been worth close to what it is this Christmas season. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, paying record highs for gold, all day, every day. Stop in and see Rick and his friendly, experienced staff at 5301 Brainerd Road in Chattanooga. While there, be sure to mention that you saw this ad on the CW and receive your CW special. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, Chattanooga's premier jewelry store. How does Rick Davis see hundreds of people every day and nobody waits over 15 minutes? It's simply the system. Check in with the Golden Girls first. They divide your jewelry into plastic bins. Next, wait for your number to be called. This may be my favorite part because it is never a long wait and it gives me the opportunity to look around the showroom. Then, when my number is called, I get to see Rick or Jason. Both of them are great. They give me a value on my items and I decide if I want to sell it or not. Of course, I always do because Rick pays the best. Last, I sign out with Miss Norma. She's really a gem, and I'm on my way. I always have a great time with Rick and his friendly staff. I wouldn't go anywhere else. For up-to-the-minute prices on gold, silver, or platinum, visit Rick's website at www.rickdavisgoldendiamonds.com. While there, look for Rick's specials to take advantage of. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, your friend in the jewelry business.
We'd like to invite you to stop by the store at 5301 Brainerd Road, where we have an incredibly friendly staff, a very educated staff, and we're there to serve you and answer your questions. So please stop by and get to know us a little bit better, because we are your friend in the jewelry business. You're not going to take any long trips to the south of France, but you're going to get a little money.
I don't think I want to go that far.
How about Dalton? Would that sound like a good trip? $40?
I don't know.
It's got 43, 44 in it, so I'll pay $40. I meant that'd probably get you to Dalton. You can go a little further to Dalton. That'd probably get you to Atlanta, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Mike.
Thank you, sweetheart. Sign out with David over there for me. How you doing?
Good, honey.
Good. Jesus is my BFF. I gotta ask. My best friend. What?
Forever.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Jesus is my best friend forever. Well, good job. I didn't know my daddy prayed too often. I'm sure he did, but I was telling somebody the other day, I said, the older you get, the more you pray, the more you got to be thankful for.
I hope mine prays.
Huh?
I hope mine prays.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 79 years old. The only thing he's ever had go wrong his whole life, he had a very minor stroke.
My dad lived to be 98 and was never in a hospital, never went to a doctor. He was 96.
That is awesome.
Worked in the yard, plowed, mowed our yard, the neighbors' yards. I mean, just hard worker.
That is
Stayed after it all the time. Some of these stones like this, your amethyst, your probably CZ or ice. I buy your diamonds. These two big stones here, which is London blue topaz and a just rose quartz, not ruby.
That's Alexandrite.
Alexandrite.
Yes, sir.
These are going to be about $4 or $5. These are gold-plated silver.
Okay,
So if you
we'll
don't
do
wear them, keep those.
Right,
If
okay.
you'll wear them at all.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you about what you've got. It might vary a couple of dollars after we take the stone out.
Hey, I'm okay with it. I'm used to it. I guess that's a good thing Miss North saying, because they all
You're probably going to have right at $240 here. That's your gold, giving you the stones back.
Even the diamonds out of that one ring?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want the diamonds in that one ring?
No, I'll add those. I'll tell you about that.
Okay.
And that's gonna be about $185.
Okay. That's a very old ring.
Very pretty ring.
It's my grandmother's ring.
You got $500 there, roughly.
Okay.
Might be $520, it might be $480.
Okay.
You know, there's no way you can get exact until I take the stones out.
Okay.
But, you know, if that's what you want to do, then I'll take them out and get an exact weight.
Okay.
Okay? I'll give you something to put your stones in. If I don't take them out, if I guess, it's in my favor, and that's not fair either. So I take them out, and that way you know what you've got exactly. I'm at lunch.
That's weird how you pop them out so easy and they don't just go pow. I like the way you took them out though. 'Cause then
I
can
just
set
pulled
them
the
in something.
prongs, that's right. You got $400.
That'll work.
And you're keeping your pretty.
Yeah, I keep that so grandmother's.
Break away for a couple of minutes and have a commercial break. But we'd like to invite you to 5301 Brainerd Road. Stop by and see us, ask us some questions, look around, just make yourself at home. We want you to feel comfortable with us at the store as well as on television. So we hope you return more often.
Need some extra spending money for the holidays? With gold at the highest it has ever been during Christmas, there's no easier way to turn your unused gold into quick spending money than Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds.
I know we're not the only one buying gold in this area, but we are the #1 buyer of gold in this area. We want to be your friend in the jewelry business. We want your business. Thank you, and God bless.
Merry Christmas from Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds. In the store, a customer is selling Rick their unused jewelry for some extra cash for the holidays.
I want the kids to have their best Christmas ever. I just need a little extra help to get me through the holidays.
Well, as always, Santa, you come to the right place.
Ho, ho, ho! I knew I could count on you, Rick Davis. During the holiday season, even Santa sometimes needs a little help. Rick Davis, Gold and Diamonds, buying gold all day, every day.
Stop in and see Rick and his friendly, experienced staff at 5301 Brainerd Road in Chattanooga. While there, be sure to mention that you saw this ad on the CW and receive your CW special. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, Chattanooga's premier jewelry store. How does Rick Davis see hundreds of people every day and nobody waits over 15 minutes? It's simply the system. Check in with the Golden Girls first. They divide your jewelry into plastic bins. Next, wait for your number to be called. This may be my favorite part because it is never a long wait and it gives me the opportunity to look around the showroom. Then, when my number is called, I get to see Rick or Jason. Both of them are great. They give me a value on my items and I decide if I want to sell it or not. Of course, I always do because Rick pays the best. Last, I sign out with Miss Norma. She's really a gem, and I'm on my way. I always have a great time with Rick and his friendly staff. I wouldn't go anywhere else.
This is a segment that was pre-recorded from our show on Night Talk. We have inserts and people call in and ask questions, and we try to answer them on the spot. So if you'll view the show tonight, it'll answer some of your questions. If not, feel free to check us out at 5301 Brainerd Road. We're Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, and we're your friend in the jewelry business for over 35 years. Thank you, and God bless.
Something that I always prided Rick for is getting his customers in and out quickly. Because I go over there and I say this big long line and I think, oh boy, I'm going to be here till tomorrow. And sit there for a few minutes and all of a sudden they're just all going and hear somebody else come in the door. So how do you get them in and out so quickly?
Judy, it's not any secret that we have. I'm fortunate enough to have a great crew.
You do have.
The girls, they don't take a lunch hour. They eat their sandwiches or French fries right up there with the customers. I do the same thing. I grab food while I'm talking and weigh and go. But we stay at it. The girls stay at it. And it's a joint effort between everybody doing what they're supposed to. You know, that's the whole thing about
Dedicated.
nobody wants to work anymore. I mean, it makes me so mad to go into a fast food joint or something. I want to grab a Crystal and a Coke and be out the door. And I've got to stand there before I even can place my order and listen to somebody talk about where they're going this weekend or what they're doing after school.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and just on and on and on. Well, I don't know, I'll tell you. And they just go on. All I'm wanting is, let me have that Coke and that little hamburger, you know, and it's, but we try to live with that we treat everybody like we want to be treated. We get our lines down quick. The girls all sort very well. They do tests if it needs to be tested. They get back to the desk. When we call our numbers, they're back. We take care of the business at hand. You know, we'll chit-chat a little bit and small talk, but at the same time, we're looking and sorting and getting our scales and our weights. And then we go show them how much it is, what it's worth, if they want to sell it, and we pay them. And then now if they're ready to go, all they got to do is go see Miss Norman, sign out on our police reports, and they're done.
Tell me about her.
Norma's wonderful. Norma's 85 years old.
Yeah. Don't look it.
She works 7 days a week. She works 6 days or 5 days at the store. Her Mondays, it is her off day. She works with the Christian ministry for the correctional facilities and makes God Loves You little handkerchiefs and tracts and handbills that's sent out to the ministries all over the prisons, all over. It's prison ministries out in Collegedale. And she puts in a full 8-hour day making handkerchiefs for prison ministries that's handed out. Absolutely free, no pay, no nothing. And then she goes to church all day on Sunday, morning, noon, and night, and Wednesday night prayer meeting, and just is an absolute phenomenal person. We kid her about, she washes her face in lard, cleanses her face in lard. She's 85 and looks not a day over 60.
That's exactly right.
I've got many more wrinkles than she's got, and if I could get around as fast as she does, I mean, she's just spry, a delight to be around, and she treats every customer. She gives the kids little gifts, sunglasses.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, once you meet her, everybody loves to come back and
She's
say,
somebody
"I'm
you
Norma."
love, yeah.
Yeah, she is a tremendous lady.
And she's the person that takes down your driver's license
Right.
number. And
She does all the
sign for
logs
what
for
you
the
buy.
police department. You know, and this is something that I want to say, and I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to put it. We don't buy stolen merchandise. We don't buy anything that's not right. If we knowingly do it, we can't police 100 people a day. We can't stand there and look at them and say, you know, well, you look like you might have stole this, or you look like, well, maybe you didn't, or maybe this. We just can't do that. So we have to file police report files list with everybody that walks through that door.
So on a daily basis, whatever you bought that day,
That day is
somebody
gone.
they signed up.
That's correct.
You have a list of it and furnish it to the police department.
Correct.
And they go through it and see if that's something they're looking for.
We have to fax to the police department every morning our list from the day before. If you've had a burglary and you get to the police department quick enough, they can look, check these files, and they can see what's come through. They call us, we in turn put it up, we save it for you, you come in, you identify it, you get your merchandise back. That's the way it should be. From time to time, we get deals where we had an incident last week. The girl brought her 2 children in every time she came in. She talked to me, she talked to Jason, just a delightful young lady. She was probably 30 years old. She sold $300, $400, $900, $25, $65, 14 different times. But you know whose stuff it was? It wasn't her deceased grandmother. It was her very much alive grandmother, who she had a drug problem. She's in a rehab now. And she just started going in and getting it started with 1 piece and then 2 pieces and 3 pieces. Luckily, I've got 4 pieces of her grandmother's stuff in a bag. I've already agreed to give it back to the lady. I mean, it wasn't her fault that she got in this trouble and it was bad. But, you know, we try to help. I mean, we really try to help. And it chaps me to know that people are out there and they're taking advantage of good hearts of grandmothers and things, and they just get, but we can't police it. We don't know what it is. So the only thing we can do is go by the book and write it up and let it take its course. And, you know, I mean, we're more than happy to work with them.
So do you have to write a certain description of it, or you just say like 3 diamond rings?
3 diamond ring, 2 diamond ring, rope chain,
Yeah.
herringbone chain, brooch, cameo, you know, silver flatware, that kind of stuff. But you know, she had her daughter or granddaughter's name, date of birth, and she knew that it was missing, and she felt like that she had told her that she came over and sold a chain or something. Her first deal was $25. Then it went from 25 to 125. Then it went to 400, and then she had 1,000 and 1,000 and a 400, and it was coins. You know, which how do you identify coins? They're round and shiny and got a date on them. You know, but she had just got in and kept getting and getting and getting. Well, grandmother went out of town for a month, and the entire month that she was gone, she would go over there every other day and get a handful of stuff and come sell it and use it for drugs.
And probably could have went to other places other than you.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's 27 different places that buy in the city, but you know, I mean.
Well, you just said something that I often wonder too. How many people actually in this town have a sign out that says we buy and sell up?
27 different. There's
So are they
27
registered?
different reporting stores to the Chattanooga Police Department.
That's what I was going to ask you. They register some way, and you
Yep,
know that
yep.
that's the only ones. But there could be others that's not registered with the police department.
Well, the fences, the things that people that don't register is unlicensed dealers that buy at flea markets, or they
Yeah.
got them a little cigar box with a little money in it, and they set up at the flea market and put "I buy gold," and you know they're gonna pay you about half what it's worth anyway. But they don't, you know, what do? I mean, they don't have to register with police. They don't do IDs. They don't, you know.
And something else I've often wondered: how do they get the money to pay you for that? How do they get the cash money to pay? Because
Well,
I
yeah,
know
they
I'm
don't-
over there with you, and you got stacks of it that you have to pay out.
Yeah, but they don't, you know, you're not talking about doing 100 people a day at a flea market or something. You're talking about if they sit there and buy, I know when I first got in the business, if I bought 3 or 4 deals a day and made me $50, $60 a deal, Lord, I was flying. You know, I mean, that was big business. So same thing, the guys at the flea market, they mean no harm. They're just trying to make a living.
Yeah.
But, you know, if they go in there with $500 in the morning and they come out with $800 at night, they've had a good day. You know, and they don't mean to try to defraud or buy hot merchandise. They're just, you know, they're sitting there. And there's some of these dealers now that actually file with police departments. You know, some of the flea market dealers that's in there doing it right by the book. They've
They
got
probably
their,
do it to protect
yes,
themselves.
sir. Yes, ma'am.
Protect
They sure
themselves.
do. You know, so I mean, it's and you never know what it's coming from. You never know how, what, when. You know, so and we've had the same conversation with the officers that run these task forces and things, and it's just, you know, they say, well, do you remember? Do you, you know, when you're running 100 deals a day, you know, you're lucky to remember whether they had a ring or you know, there's no possible way. But we still work hand in hand with them, and they, you know, and because we added the police on duty at the store, our record is just impeccable. I mean, we might get 1 or 2 deals a month. It's kind of a bad, something that we've got to get in and check. But usually somebody that's actually stole it or come by with the wrong reasons, for all the wrong reasons, when they walk in the door and they see the police on duty there signing the police reports in and out, and Officer Tillery and Stokes both take the ID, they ask them the questions, where do you live, how much was this, what did you get, and when they see that, they usually leave. They just, oh, well, maybe we won't sell here, and they'll go, and that helps me tremendously, because I don't want it. If it's not right, I don't want it.
Well, another thing that, when he talked about the policeman, that you folks need to consider is the fact that when you go over to Rick's, if he pays you a large sum of money for what you sell, you're guaranteed the security to get your car and everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, yeah, we
And
walk.
there's a lot of people I see that goes out of there like that.
We walk a lot of the ladies that, they'll say, could you watch me to my, and they may not have a lot of money, but they'll go with them whether they got $10 or $10,000. They'll make sure everybody's comfortable. And I can't stress enough the fact that we can park 95 cars in the rear. And the rear is access to a red light right there on Brainerd Road. Very safe, very easy in and out. Yes, ma'am. You get trapped in that little parking lot in the front of the store, and it's tight.
It's hard to go in
it's
and
hard to
get
get
out,
out. But if they'll park in the back, we've got a handicap ramp. One of the officers is always milling around back there at the back door and watching the back parking lot. He'll help you get your stuff in and out. If he's not, or he's busy with somebody else, all you gotta do is come in, ask Jason or myself, and we'll get somebody, or we'll come help you ourselves carry it in. The handicap ramp makes it easy to get in and out, and then that red light on Brainerd Road makes no difference whether you're turning right or left.
That's
It's
right.
easy.
Easy in and
It's
easy
quick.
Let's talk about Jason a minute. How long's Jason worked for you?
Oh Lord, Jason's been with me better than 4 years now. He's been through the whole boom.
So is that what he did before he came to you?
Jason actually came in with he was kind of a yard sale guy. He was doing yard sales and very well educated, very good at antiques. He's bought and sold and traded antiques on eBay and Craigslist and
Does he do
all over the
eBay?
country. He used to. He doesn't do it anymore. He don't have time.
Yeah.
But he used to do it. But he came in and he sold me some. I think it was some silver that I bought. And we talked about what it was worth, and I was impressed with the knowledge that he had. Here's just a young man off the street that's selling me $40 worth of stuff that knew a lot about it. And we talked, and then the next day he came back and he brought another, I think maybe $100, $150 worth. And we talked again, and then I asked him if he had any interest in getting involved in something like that. And he said, at the present time, he said, I'm not working, I'm looking for something to do. And I think the conversation went something like, you want to try a couple of days a week just to come in and help me, and da-da-da. And we're inseparable now. I mean, he's a fine young man, finest young man I've ever run across.
I think so too. I think he's got the greatest personality.
He doesn't he doesn't pressure anybody. He gives you the facts. He's no game. He's to the point. You ask him a question, he will give you a straight, honest, direct answer. There's no hem-hawing and pussyfooting around. I mean, here's what you ask. Here, let me show you.
He's very considerate too.
And very polite young man.
Yes, he is.
So I sit back often and I watch him and listen to some of his deals. And, if you ever want somebody to run your business, you want somebody to run your business exactly the way that you would run it. Well, that's what you can't find. You can't ever find that. And I catch him saying, I'll listen to him doing deals, and I'll think what I would say if I was asked this question. And he spits it right out, almost exactly what I would say. Not that I'm right, but I mean, it's tough to put that tag on somebody, But love the way he handles people. All the people, some of them want to see me, and he'll say, "Oh, you want to let the older man wait on you instead of the young, fresh, or you want the good-looking older man to wait on you instead of this young, fresh?" And they'll grin or something. "Oh, you're all right," and but he blows it right on off, and I mean, we just have a good time with it.
Yeah, that's what I found about him. He's courteous and kind and that kind of person. I'm gonna let you take a break, and I'm gonna take a break. Okay?
I bet it's commercial time.
It is commercial time.
Commercial time.
Commercial time. Rick joins me tonight, Rick Davis, Golden Diamonds, and we're going to talk about his new promotion here in a minute after we take this commercial break.
Need some extra spending money for the holidays? With gold at the highest it has ever been during Christmas, there's no easier way to turn your unused gold into quick spending money than Rick Davis Golden Diamonds. Treat the kids to a terrific Christmas. There has never been a year when gold has been worth close to what it is this Christmas season. Rick Davis Golden Diamonds, paying record highs for gold, all day, every day.
I'm Rick Davis, and we've set up a department in our store now for layaways for Christmas. The economy's bad. People sell their gold, but they also have things of interest to other customers. So we've got it 70% off of retail price. You don't have to pay high prices any longer. Plus, we've added the layaway. It's absolutely free layaway. Come in, make your selection with our well-informed staff. Put it in layaway, make your down payment. There's no layaway fees, no layaway charges. 70% off, and you still get to put it in layaway till Christmas. Come and see us. Rick Davis, thank you, and God bless.
During the holiday season, even Santa sometimes needs a little help. Ho, ho, ho! Rick Davis, Golden Diamonds, buying gold all day, every day.
Hi, this is Rick again, and we just want to thank you for tuning in and watching our show. We hope it's informative. We hope you've had a little fun along the way, and we hope you enjoy yourself. We try to make it as informative as we can, and we hope you tune in more often. Thanks for watching. God bless.